everyone, Cece here for Scrapbook Centrale. Well, today I'm really excited because we're introducing a new segment on our channel. It's called One Take Fridays. And One Take Friday is basically a small, not a small, but an informal video that I'll be putting together for you every other week on Fridays, the weeks that we don't have a challenge. And for this, we need your participation. We need to know what you want to see on this One Take Friday. If you have a question about a particular product that you're struggling with, or if you've heard of a technique and you're not quite sure how to go about it, just leave them in the comments on our channel, blog, Facebook, Twitter, and we'll do our best to answer your questions and show you little tips and tricks along the way. And our first request comes from Carol Sullivan, and she wrote, "I'd love to learn how to use my lovely chalk set. Every time I try something, I end up giving up on it because I have no clue what I'm doing with it." Well, Carol, this week we're going to answer your request, and I'm going to show you a very simple technique. It's called chalkboard. It consists of stamping on dark cardstock and coloring with chalk. And you'll see that the colors will really pop out of that dark cardstock. It's very simple. All you need, obviously, is your chalk set, some type of silhouette image. And when I say silhouette image, it's an image that is full. You'll also need some type of white or vanilla pigment ink. Dye-based ink for this will not work because dye-based ink dries really fast, so you need a pigment ink. I know at the store we have the Color Box pigment ink. We also have the chalk ink, which is a pigment-based ink, will work as well. So I have my ink pad here, and you'll need some cotton swabs and dark cardstock. Here I have black. I have used dark brown in the past, navy, and I have a few examples I'm going to show you right after. Anything that is dark will work. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to ink up my stamp here very well. And I'm just going to simply stamp on my cardstock like this. Doesn't matter if some areas are darker than others. It's going to work just as well. I'm going to start by doing the flowers. So the flowers will be kind of like a salmon pink. And I'm going to pick up some color at the end of my cotton swab, and I'm just going to dab over the flower. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover the whole flower. You can mix your colors if you want. If you want to do a two-tone flower at this point, it would be totally up to you. You can do what you want. And you can go over the image. As you can see here, I'm not being very meticulous. Now I'm going to grab my other cotton swab, and I'm going to use this green here. It's going to be off camera for you, but this is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to grab that green, and I'm going to do the leaves and the stem. For best results, I will allow it to dry for at least 15 minutes. And I'm going to show you one that is already in progress. As you can see here, I did these are leaves, by the way, but I just wanted to show you the two different colors together. So as you can see, I finished dabbing my chalk all over my stamped image, and I'm going to take a dry rag. Any rag will do. You can use a Scott towel if you want, and I just happen to have my Swiffer because that's what I use all the time, and I'm just going to brush over it and try to remove as much chalk in the black areas. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get an even crisper image by removing some of that unwanted chalk around your image. I did a bit of clouds, and those clouds were made basically by using a punched out shape. I used it as a mask, obviously, and I just laid it down on my black paper, and I used some light blue or gray, and I just brushed around my shape like so. And when I lift it, I created this cloud, and I just went ahead and I did that randomly all over my paper. So that's one other thing that you can do. Also, when I was doing this masking technique, I realized that I can create some nice shading around my shapes. So all it is that I just went deeper with this. Let me bring in a sheet of paper, and I just went deeper onto my punched shape, and I just went around the edges like this. I put it on my paper there, you can see it. Now, the trick to all of this, because chalk is a very volatile media, you're going to need to seal it. What I use to seal is this Workable Fixative by Krylon, and we sell that at the store, and it's an easy product to use. You just have to shake it for 2 minutes, brush it on your work, do it in a well-ventilated area, let it dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, and you're good to go. It is sealed and it will never come off. I have one here that I've done earlier, and don't mind the white pencil mark. I was just playing with it, but if I run my fingers on it, nothing comes off. It is dry, dry, dry. So you can do a beautiful card, give it to somebody, and then you won't run into the problem of them picking it up and having chalk all over themselves. Now here's another example that I did here on brown. This one is a more soft look than what we did. I think it's really nice. And this one, it's more vivid colors. So this is done in navy blue, and I added some lime green and orange. It's very pretty. I like it. And now we're back to our image that we just chalked, and it has had time to dry. And I'm just using a dry rag to remove the excess chalk. You might be left with some chalk adhering to the paper. Use just an eraser, and I'm just going to simply erase around my design. So there you go. So that's it for our first One Take Friday. I hope that you're enjoying the format. And Carol, I hope that we've answered your request. If any of you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them right down below here, or leave us a comments on our blog, on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll see what we can do. Until then, happy creating. Bye.